Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Ayr Racecourse here on Saturday. It is April the 22nd, 2017. Going to look at the fifth race from Ayr, the 3:55 post time. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The 3:55 from Ayr is the Coral Scottish Grand National Handicap Chase. It's a Grade 3 race here, going for a purse of $264,500. It's for 5-year-olds and upwards. Fields of 30 horses going the distance of ground of 4 miles. It's going to be a fun race here, and it's a difficult race to handicap. I'll give you 3 horses that I think could win. I'm going to go with the 6, 13, and 18. 6, 13, and 18 as top selections. But number 6, my first top selection, number 6 are, hopefully I say this right, Arpege de Aline. 10-1. Sean Bowen is on this Paul Nichols trained 7-year-old gelding out of Dom Alco. He's making his first start since the Shelton Festival. That was on March the 14th, of course, at Shelton Racecourse. 4 miles in the Grade 2 JT McNamara National Hunt Challenge Cup Amateur Riders Novice Chase. This horse finished 4th by 6 1/4 lengths that day. He just didn't have a lot left in the tank for the final few fences. I think today they've probably been training up to this race. He should have a better run. But start for at Ascot, February the 18th. 3 miles in the Grade 2 Sodexo Reynoldstown Novices Chase. Horse finished 4th by 6 1/2 lengths at 91 cents to the dollar. He needed a little extra ground, but he was closing up at the end. It wasn't a half-bad race. And then start 4 came at Shelton New Year's Day. 3 miles and a quarter in a handicap chase. Horse finished 3rd by 1 3/4 lengths. Really couldn't keep up with him that day. Really weakened out of it. It was a very wet day, so maybe the course had something to do with it. But I think in this spot with the longer distance alpha layup, I think he'll run a very big one here today. So I'm going to use this horse here. I'm also going to use the I forgot what number, the 13 horse, number 13, Shotgun Patty at 12-1 with Daryl Jacob. He's coming off of a start at Newcastle on February 25th, going 4 miles an eighth in handicap chase. This horse finished 3rd by 5 1/2 lengths that day. And, at 6-1 in a field of 18 horses, it wasn't a half-bad race, but he just needed a little extra kick, and the ground was a little bit softer. If he gets firmer ground today, I think he'll run a little bit of a better race. Start before at Warwick, January 14th, 3 miles 5/8 in the Betfred Classic handicap chase. Excuse me. This horse finished 3rd by 11 lengths that day. Again, on very soft ground, really couldn't keep up with him, didn't have the best closing kicks. And then Shelton, 3 miles and 3 furlongs in the Bet Victor handicap chase. Horse finished 7 by 8 lengths, couldn't keep up with him. But this horse at Utoxeter won the Midlands, didn't finish in the Midlands Grand National last year. He pulled up out of that. After that, he ran the Scottish Grand National, finished 10th by 40 lengths. But, he's coming into this race a little better this year, off a little bit of layoff, which I think is great in one of these tougher races. Watch out for this one to upset here at 12-1. And I also like the 18 horse, number 18, Henry Perry Morgan. This horse is a 9-year-old gelding here, ridden by Robert Dooney. Pardon me if I say his last name wrong. But this horse is coming off of a very nice start a few weeks ago at Aintree. 3 miles and an eighth in the listed handicap chase. His horse finished 6th by 33 lengths. Against a little bit tougher that day, he really couldn't keep up with them. It just wasn't his day to win. But start before, this horse had a race at Shelton, 3 miles and an eighth in the Ultimate Handicap Chase. Horse finished 15th by 50 lengths. He just finished the race in time to run that Aintree race. That's how bad it was. But when he steps down in class, he does a little bit better. He finished 2nd in the Graduation Chase and finished 13th in the Cleve Hurdle at Shelton. But I think at this spot here today, he's going to upset. If this could be your upset horse, I think he can, because he's coming into this race a little bit better. And I think the longer ground will really suit this horse. So to recap my bets now for race number 5 from Ayr, it's the 3:55 post time. It's the Scottish Grand National. Gonna go with the 6 horse, the 13 horse, and the 18 horse. So it's the 6 horse, the 13 horse, and the 18 horse. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5.